Keller, please do respect your speaking time, everyone.
Minister, welcome to our plenary. A presidency always is, of course, a very good time for a country to shine in the European Union, but it's also always a great time to shine a light on the country specifically and to have a look at what's happening there. And there, I think we can see a lot of things happening right now. Looking, for example, at the mobilization, thousands of people on the streets protesting for the preservation of a unique centuries-old forest, the Pirин forest that you're of course familiar with. And they're protesting against corruption and a very dodgy decision to permit a skiing resort and also commercial logging in this precious natural heritage, which is also protected by the European Union law. And thereby, again, it's not just an environmental issue, which of course is important, but it's also an issue about how we respect European Union laws and rules. And there, I think, as a presidency, you should really lead by good example. And that is one area where I think you can make a big difference. 11 years have passed since the accession, but we've also had 11 anti-corruption reports by the European Commission. And still, Bulgaria lists as the country with the most corruption in the European Union. That's a great pity. But also looking at the anti-corruption measures that have been taken in Bulgaria, many of them can be seen as messy, as ineffective, and even counterproductive. For example, looking at the most recent anti-corruption law, which will say that whistleblowers, and that is people who from the inside of the administration will highlight corruption cases, that those people will face the danger of being persecuted. And citizens will still might have to pay bribes for access to public service. There is still a problem with high influence on public life and media from very obscure circles. And also the Commission cannot ignore all of those issues. I think the presidency is a great chance for you to improve that image, to read not just the image actually, but also the situation itself, to go into the depth and really take on the fight against corruption, which will also greatly benefit the citizens of Bulgaria. And let us know how we can also support you in this very important issue. 2018 is a very important year for the European Union with the elections coming up. Many issues that have been highlighted. Eurozone, finally getting real on climate change, social issues, all those things, also rule of law, that is very important issues. You've picked a very interesting motto, United we stand strong. I think this is very correct and true. We have to be united, we have to be strong in order to address those issues. We also have to be strong as a European Union of values, one that is fighting for democracy and against racism and xenophobia. And I hope all of your ministers could sign that statement. And if you're following true to this motto, then we're very much ready to support you all the way through. Thank you.
Grazie Presidente.
Thank you very much, President, Prime Minister, colleagues. I very much appreciated the choices